We know how we suffered African booty scratcher. We know all the things that we managed, okay? One day I will tell you my story. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Comfort. Happy New Year. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for joining us. If you've been here, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate it. Let's take a breath. Okay, we made it through 2020. This is my first time seeing you in 2021. I hope you're well. Oh, by the grace of God, this year will be better than last year. That's our theme for the year. This year is going to be better than last year. Today's topic is going to be very interesting. You know, I like to help. You know, I like counting things. I just want to, lend a helping hand to my fellow Nigerians about my fellow Nigerian Americans. Just avoid saying it so we don't offend each other. I'm gonna do another video of the reverse of things that Nigerian Americans shouldn't say to Nigerians. And so, yeah, so don't worry. Nigerians that were born and raised, live their adult life in Nigeria, I got you. I got your back. But for today, we're gonna be talking about things that Nigerians should not be saying to their Nigerian American brethren. Let's go with that. But first, it's 2021. Let's start the year off good. Like by pressing bim, subscribe. If it's still red, go ahead and turn it gray. You feel me? If you like content like this, if you like things like this, please do subscribe. Like the video, share the video. The like button is the thumbs up. We don't do those. It's a thumbs up, okay? And I really appreciate it. Let's jump right into this video. And now first, I just want to put a disclaimer. I'm Nigerian American, which basically means for me, I was born in Nigeria and I moved to America, specifically Houston, Texas. I moved to Houston, Texas when I was 4 years old, and I was raised in Houston. Basically, I was raised in America, right? Now my household was very Nigerian. I was very clear that I was Nigerian, and I love Nigerians. I love Nigerian food. I can speak a little bit of my language. I'm not fluent, but I'm working on it. But I can understand my language. I love it, love being Nigerian. So let's get that out of the way. That's the logistics. If you've seen other videos on my channel, I think you're very clear that I love being Nigerian. So I technically would be considered Nigerian American. Now the verbiage, the English that I'm gonna use to describe Nigerians who were born and raised in Nigeria, I'm gonna use continental Nigerian. So I'll just say Nigerians, but don't get confused. I'll do something to distinguish so you won't get confused, okay? Now, people who are not Nigerian or not African and are confused as to like, oh, is there a difference? Is there a difference? There's not a big difference down in the core. We're not different, we're the same. We're all brothers and sisters, we love each other. But just based on where we were raised and certain things that we're used to and our assumptions of one another were a little bit different. So these are the things that I feel like Nigerians who are born and raised in Nigeria say, and they don't know that they're offending their Nigerian American brethren. Okay, so number one thing that Nigerians should not be saying to Nigerian Americans, that we're not Nigerian, that we're American. You're American. A little background on me. I'm married to a Nigerian who was born and raised in Nigeria, right? And I tend to be surrounded by people just like that. Like I'm in Dallas now, but so rarely am I around people who are Nigerian American, more like Nigerian, right? It's just it's so painful and annoying because anyone who's Nigerian American knows. Since we were small, we were fighting for this Nigerian thing, right? In school, they made fun of us. We had to fight for our name, for them to pronounce our name right. Some of us even changed the name. Some of us changed the pronunciation of the name. There's some people that are my friends that are watching this video from when I was in elementary school and middle school. You know what you used to call me. You know how I flexed my name. Now I'm sure you know the correct way to say my name, but that's what we had to do to survive. We know how we ran. Once the teacher learned how to say our name, we know how we ran and harassed the substitute. We came early to class. You know, Nigerians are late everywhere, but we came early to class to tell the substitute teacher.
Excuse me, ma'am. This name that you're seeing, boom, this is the way to say it. You don't need to, don't even stress yourself. Don't destroy my name. Don't disgrace my tribe. Just boom, say this, abbreviate it into 4 letters. That's all you gotta say. That's just it. That's all.
We know how we suffered explaining picture day. Why do you have to wear that on picture day? Why are you so extra on picture day? Because my mommy told me this is what I have to wear. Wow. We know how we suffer being called slaves, even though we're Nigerian, and we weren't educated enough at the time because we're in elementary school to say, excuse me, that's not right. How people talked about our food and our hair, maybe even made fun of our parents' accents, maybe even separated themselves from us, and that we're not black, we're African. We know how we suffered, African booty scratcher. We know all the things that we managed, okay? One day I will tell you my story. So for all of that, now finally we get to a point where Afrobeats is popping. Nigerian movie is popping, right? Ankara, lace, all the stuff is popping, right? Now it's hot. The afros are popping. Everyone's natural now. Everyone's doing everything. Now it's cool to be Nigerian. Everybody want Wizkid everywhere. Everybody want Davido. Everybody want Burna Boy. Everybody want a yay. So now that we can stand and we can really with our chest, yes, I'm Nigerian. I've been Nigerian from the beginning. Your own Nigerian that was raised in Nigeria will come and tell you,
you're American.
Uncle, auntie, brother, sister, I'm Nigerian. Do you know how I sweat for this? Look, can you imagine? You know how I suffered for this Nigerian thing? And they just come and tell me that I'm not. It's painful, so please stop doing that, okay? I'm using national anthem, Nigerian national anthem, to beg you. Arise, oh. So number 2, that we don't know our language, or assuming that we don't know our language. Me, I can at least understand it. I don't speak it fluently. I'm sure at one time I did, but I'm working on it, okay? I'm working on it. But honestly, especially like Yoruba kids that I grew up with, majority of Yoruba kids, they speak their language. Sometimes Nigerians assume that you don't understand your language or you don't know how to say it, or even if you try to speak the language and you've pronounced it correctly.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Example. So this girl, I'm not gonna mention her name, but she was a friend of a friend, right? And it was around like my wedding. We needed some help with something, whatever. I'm Efik. A lot of time people get Efik people mixed up with Ibibio people. We are similar, but we are not the same. We have our own tribe. We have our own culture. We have our own thing. We have our own language. Similar, but different. So my friend was like trying to get us to connect. Like, I'm with your Calabar sister, whatever, right? So I understand Efik and I can say most words very well, right? So she's like, say something. Let me say something, whatever. And so she said something in Ibibio, right? Because I'm like, I don't know what that doesn't sound like Efik. And I said, what do you speak? And she was like, of course you won't know. First of all, she was rude from the jump anyway. I think she had an issue with me, but whatever. That's your business. That's not my problem. So, and she was like,
and you won't know you're in America. You won't, it's okay. It's all right.
Like with an attitude. I was like, first of all, what language are you speaking? And she said,
It's a baby.
I'm sweetheart, I'm Efik. So once you go and learn Efik, then you can come back and give me sprinkle some Efik. Okay, I don't know Ibibio. Bless you and your Ibibio, but I don't know it. That's why I don't know what you're even saying. She said like one word. Excuse me, ma'am, respect yourself. Don't do that, okay? Some of us don't know our language. Yes, that is a portion of the population this year. But a lot of us do. And even if we don't and we say it correctly, like let's say we know a couple of words, right? And we say it correctly, why are you laughing? What's the joke? I don't get the comedy. Where's the comedy? I'm saying it correctly. Like, encourage me. Bring me in. Teach me. Some people don't want to teach some people. My husband, I'm talking to you, okay? I will learn that Hausa that you know. I will learn that Yoruba you know. I will learn that Igala you know. I'll learn it. Don't worry. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. So yes, stop doing that. Number 3, let me, this is a little bit, I'm not too upset when I hear this because I have met some Nigerians who don't really eat like real Nigerian food. To me, if you're eating jollof rice, everybody eats jollof rice. Like jollof rice is what you give Americans, or specifically white people, or even Black American people, African American people, to like introduce them to Nigerian food, right? It's like a safe choice. It kind of looks like Spanish rice to them, right? but like spicy and so much better, right? But don't take for granted that we don't eat Nigerian food or we don't know how to cook it. We're eating afang, we're eating egusi, we're eating banga soup, we're eating erikaikong, we're eating amala, ewedu, all of that. I don't like okra soup, but the rest of us, I'm speaking for us, right? We are eating those things. So don't just be doing us like this. We're in the group. We're in the club. Let us rub elbow. Give us the main, give us the one you're eating, the secret one in the back. That's what we want. Number 4. Don't assume that we are spoiled, right? Or that we've lost our culture. I feel like sometimes Nigerians try to test Nigerian Americans to make sure that we haven't lost our culture, or assume that because we're in America that we're wayward, we're wild, that we don't. It's like some of us, yeah. But also, by the way, there's a lot of Nigerians in Nigeria who are wayward and wild too. So it's just because you're in Nigeria, you're in America, you shouldn't make the assumption that that's how we are. Some of us are well behaved. Some of us listen to our parents, we read our Bible. Not because we're in America, but just because, some of us really respect our culture, regard our culture. Oh, another one, number 5, right? This is what we're going to end on. Number 5, I'm Efik, again, I will say, I'm partially Yoruba, right? But majority, the culture that I grew up with is my Efik side. For me personally, because I've gone to predominantly Yoruba churches, I tend to, I greet, I kind of kneel. Yoruba people, women kneel a little bit to greet. Some kneel all the way down to greet. I don't do that. I didn't grow up doing that. That's not my culture. But I kneel a little bit, out of respect, okay? My tribe does not do that. But I feel like everyone kind of does that now, and that's fine. But don't assume that just because I didn't kneel to greet you, I'm disrespectful. It's not because I'm American and I don't respect culture, I don't have respect. All right, guys, so that is it for this video. Let me know if you can relate to any of the things that I'm saying. Leave your comments down below. Share this video, let it go viral. It's a public service announcement. I want to help us, help me to help you to help me. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the post notification bell right next to the subscribe. And that way you won't miss any time that I post a new video, because I'm posting very often. I'm getting consistent, aren't I? I'm trying. Come on, encourage me. Subscribe. All right, thank you so much. Bye.